Mike Jones Beats.
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing this morning? Alright, so we got a couple of things that we got to talk about today. Just to be clear on this. We're going to be discussing ongoing investigation or the indictment revolving around the Guerrilla Stone Bloods Nation. That's one thing we're going to be talking about, and that's the main thing we're going to be discussing. But a couple of other topics might come up that's going to run congruently with that one. So any topic, there's a couple of things that I want to discuss. I didn't want to put it in a title, but it's going to run congruently with that one. They're going to run together, so you get a better understanding about what we're talking about. Also, for all the people that complain, yo, Jack Frost, his intros be too long. Look what happens when I start. You know how many people are going to miss the beginning of the show now? So please, don't come and tell me nothing. Don't tell me that the intros is too long. Don't tell me that we take too much time to do anything. Because look, check this out. If I start the show like this every day, I'm going to have to be repeating myself in 10 minutes. So, first thing that we want to do, as always, is give appreciation to the individuals that did drop during the previous live. As always, we want to show our gratitude and our thanks for the individuals that showed up and showed out and said, yo, BBN Network, we support what you're doing over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some drops. So we want to show our appreciation and our gratitude for them. So that's usually how we start the show out. Start the show off. So let's do that first. I'm going to try to keep my energy low until it's time for my energy to build up, obviously. This nigga changed his name? That's interesting. Shout out to Young Soul with the $99.99 drop. Shout out to Roach with the $10 drop. Shout out to DSTN with the $2 drop. Shout out to Young Soul with the 99-cent drop. Hold on, I think I missed something. I might have to start back from the beginning. No. Shout out to Young Soul with the 99-cent drop. Shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. Shout out Scully Fortno with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. Shout out to OGK Network again with the $2 drop. Shout out to AI with the $2.99 drop. Shout out to Young Soul with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the $49.99 drop. Shout out to Garrett Crawford with the $9.99 drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the 99-cent drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the $49.99 drop. Shout out to John Moonway with the $10 drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the $14.99 drop. Shout out to OGK Network again with the $2 drop. Shout out to Young Soul with the $49.99 drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the $100 drop. Shout out to, wait, hold on. Shout out to DZ with the $4 drop. Shout out to Susan Bortz-Badell with the $10 drop. Shout out to Young Soul again with the $100 drop. Shout out to DZ with the $2 drop. Shout out to Young Soul with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. I appreciate everybody when you like, subscribe, comment. I definitely appreciate the shares. I'm hoping that the shares could go up, that we could get more shares on Facebook, more shares on Twitter. That's always beneficial to the channel. I definitely appreciate you guys. With all that being said, let's do roll call real quick. What up, Everett Gilchrist? How you doing this morning? He says BBN. What up, James S? Salute. He says salute Frost and the BBN family. What up, Soto Zen? He says good morning, Frost. Love whatever content you pull out. Appreciate that. What up, Suzette Carbuckle? Okay. He says good morning, Jack. How you doing? I'm doing great, baby girl. I hope you're doing the same. I'm pretty sure you am. Pretty sure you are. What up, I said Garrett Crawford. I think that was the first name. Nope, Garrett Crawford. What up, Garrett Crawford? Says Peace Frost and the BBN family. What up, Wheezy? Says what's up? What up, DZ? Shout out to DZ. Shout out to James S. BBN South. BBN West, both of them. DZ says BBN Frost. Salute to the chat. Hit that like. Let's hit that like button, please. Let's send out more notifications so people can know that we're live. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about this case. I'm going to say this right in the beginning of the show real quick. Looking into a young lady that was arrested recently on, I think, drug case or something along that line. And some people believe she might be the one that has snitched. Some people believe that she might be the one that has snitched. Now, with that being said, I don't think that there can only be one snitch in this case. I want to be clear on that. First thing I want to do is, let's pull up over here real quick. I want to show y'all something. And this is why I do not believe that there can only be one snitch on this case. First of all, I want to scroll all the way down to where you see count 16. Are you trying to tell me that one person was able to help them get 16 counts against 18 people? That's just hard for me to believe. And just so we could pay a little bit closer attention, this particular count is identity theft. These were scammers. Right? These were scammers, right? Let's see what other charges Naya and Shayna is in real quick. We got them for identity theft. They go Naya. In this particular charge, possession of firearms and the furtherance of a drug trafficking. I'm going to tell you why this is significant. Give me 1 minute. Naya is in this charge, right? So now we're going to go up. Naya and, just so we can be clear, Naya and Caswell Sr. Caswell Sr. is, for everybody that don't know, that is two-time. That's Casanova two-time. So Naya and Casanova two-time is in this charge both. All of them is in this charge, I believe. And I believe all of them is also in this charge. Conspiracy to distribute controlled substances. I also believe that both of these charges are basically running together. Both of those charges have something to do with one another. Now look at this charge right here. Naya is in that one also. Naya is in possession with the intent to distribute. This is the girl that got caught a couple of days ago. I believe she got caught a couple of weeks ago. Maybe like 2 weeks ago. This is the girl that people believe might be the one that's actually snitching. We will see. I am not saying that she is. I'm just saying that there was an individual that was picked up, a young lady that was picked up a couple of weeks ago. She got picked up with the drugs on her. And then all of a sudden, now we have this situation that just broke out. Look, right here, possession to brandish a firearm and the furtherance of a crime. This is something else to most likely deal with having the drug situation. Look, boom, boom. Naya again. Here go Naya again. I believe that that is the individual that might be the person that is actually doing the snitching. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see where her name is at real quick. I do not know this to be a fact, but somebody is obviously snitching if they have all of these charges. Naya's name is Baby. That's what they call her, aka Baby. There's a lot of charges. I don't know if I'm not saying she's the one snitching, just so we can be clear. I'm not saying that she's definitively the one snitching, just so we could be clear. But what I am saying is, wait, what the fuck? There we go. What I am saying is that she was just recently picked up, or someone, I don't know if it was her per se, but someone was just recently picked up on drug charges, and there's a belief that that's the individual that is the one that's snitching. With that being said, just so we could be clear, Casanova two-time might have an out in this, and this is why I think that he hasn't given himself up yet. He might not have to snitch. Okay, so basically the main charge that they have Casanova two-time with, just so we could be clear, the main charge that they have Casanova two-time with, yes, they can continue to grab people up. That's a fact. Axeman says, Soto Zen said, as you have said in prior Rico's Frost, they can continue to snatch others up and add to this investigation. That's a whole fact. Axeman says, oh, once females involved, percentage of snitching is kind of high. That's kind of a fact. Like, you can say what you want, but that's kind of a fact. Usually the one person that snitches is the female. Females snitch way more than men. That's all I'm saying. But I want to say this real quick. Casanova probably has... I don't believe Casanova's running. I don't believe that Casanova... He's not doing a race. I do not believe Casanova's running. What I do believe is Casanova spoke with his lawyers, and they're trying to figure out a way to... for him to turn himself in. He's probably getting his affairs aligned right now. Just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear. I'm going to be extremely transparent on this. I believe there's only one actual count where Casanova can say definitively that they have him basically with his hands in the cookie jar, that he's going to have to fight. And that's the account where they're trying to say that he had a weapon on him during there was a drug transaction. Now, the problem with that is if they can prove that he had a weapon on him during a drug transaction, he was acting in the commission of a gang, then that makes the RICO kick in. So that's probably the main thing that he's fighting. And that's going to probably be the main issue or the main problem that Casanova two-time is going to have when him and his lawyers go to court. Casanova two-times, obviously, if he snitches, he's going to be seen in the same vein as Tekashi 6ix9ine. Let's not be coy. Let's not mince words. Yes, Casanova two-times. I believe he's just trying to get his affairs in line. That's it. I don't think Casanova two-times is out there like Bonnie and Clyde. Pardon me. I don't think Casanova two-times is out there like Bonnie and Clyde looking out the window like, hit the gas! I don't think that's happening. I think that they're just trying to make sure that everything is in line and everything is in order when he actually does go and turns himself in. I think that is basically what's happening, just so we can be clear. I think that's what's happening, just so we can be clear. Remember, first of all, Casanova two-times, they could have known where he was at when he was at. So they could have picked him up at any time. I think they chose to allow for him to give himself up, and maybe he went past the day that he was supposed to give himself in, for whatever the reason is, so they just put a warrant out. But I believe it's like a soft warrant. You understand what I'm saying? They expect him to turn himself in. No, he's not. Casanova two-time is not going to hit Jay-Z for no fucking bail, I don't think, man. Fuck it, 40 luck. You're a funny guy. Accurate says it's crazy how feds always trying to lock up New York rap artists for their past. Just so we can be clear, the problem with being a rapper and being a gangster rapper or drill music rapper is you're actively talking about things that can be seen as you're perpetuating or you're in the business of committing crimes at that moment. You understand what I'm saying? A soft warrant is basically when there's a warrant out for you, but they not looking for you. But if they run into you, they gonna bring you in. You understand what I'm saying? Like Chief Keef has a soft warrant. Chicago is saying just don't come back to Chicago, but there's a warrant for Chief Keef's arrest. You get what I'm saying? There's literally a warrant for Chief Keef's arrest right now. All Chief Keef got to do is stay out of Chicago, and Chicago don't care. Just you don't come back to Chicago no more. But there's literally a warrant for Chief Keef's arrest in Chicago. And if Chief Keef goes back to Chicago, he will be arrested. Soft warrant. King Will says, yo, Frost, you think Cass got snatched up to get him to snitch and possibly make the case a high-profile case? Well, one, I think that New York City loves, and I'm not mad at them because everybody loves to get congratulations when they do a good job, right? Could we agree on that? Could we agree on that? When somebody does a good job at something, they want to get their just deserves. They want to get congratulated. They want to hear you did a good job. And I think one of the ways that New York City can make sure that everybody is paying attention to what's happening is that when they get these gangs and they got rappers involved in these gangs, that they, make it known. We did a good job. The only way to make the case even more high profile is if there is a high profile name attached to it. Right? In all fairness. The entire DSTN says the entire point of a soft warrant is to deter further criminal behavior until detainment. Well, yeah, that also. Don't get it confused. I'm pretty sure that it works in a couple of different capacities. 40 Lux says, I always wonder why Chief Keef never got grabbed if he has so many warrants. When the feds look into that, or is it because in Chicago anymore, so they cool with that? I think they just do not want Chief Keef in Chicago, period. You got to understand, they don't want to make him a martyr. Imagine if Chief Keef go back to Chicago and go to jail. He's going to be a whole martyr. You understand what I'm saying? These people's going to be celebrated. Y'all got to understand, man, a lot of people get celebrated when they go to prison. They probably don't even want that. You understand what I'm saying? You get it? What up, James S. with the $5 drop? All you see is smoke walking into the saloon. James S. pulls up into the BBN saloon. All you see is smoke with 2 feet walking under them like this. Goes up to the bar, he gets himself a nice coffee. And he goes over and he sits in the smoking section. BBN West. Shout out to James S. with the $5 drop. So, yeah, so he don't go back to Chicago no more. Chicago's like, as long as you don't come there, we don't care what you're doing. Also, the crimes that he committed wasn't a federal crime, so why would the feds be after him? Y'all gotta understand, once y'all committing crimes in the capacity of a gang, that's terrorist activity. Once it's terrorist activity, the feds get involved. You understand what I'm saying? So, for all of these individuals out here that like to put on Instagram all of their gang activity, show that they with the gang all the time, throwing up they set, all that stuff that y'all doing, all y'all doing is telling the feds, look over here, look over here, look over here. That's why, and I'm not trying to throw any shade or talk no shit, but that's why when you have a rapper and he says something crazy while he's standing with a whole bunch of gang members in a photo, it's like you're telling the fucking authorities these guys are the shooters. You understand what I'm saying? Patriot Cat, what up, New York Urban Legend? What up, everybody? If I missed y'all, we started the show early. Accurate said, that's what I'm talking about. In New York, artists get targeted from their past. No. I'm not talking about people getting targeted from their past, homie. Let's stop that. These crimes that they're being accused of committing is crimes that's actively being committed. If you committed a crime, if you're a part of a gang and y'all been committing crimes for the last 3 years, that's not in your past, homie. What are you talking about? If you committed a crime and you never got caught for it, that's not in your past. Axeman, I'm going to tell you what you're doing right now. Hold on. Because I don't want you to have to eat this time out. Because you're not coming in here to change the conversation. I'm going to show you what you're doing, and we don't do this over here. You're doing a whataboutism. Alright? We don't do whataboutisms, homeboy. We're having a conversation. I'm going to show y'all what a whataboutism is real quick, and then go look at the comment that Axeman just made. We're not going to be doing this all day. So I'm going to show you what a whataboutism is. Be very careful when you're having a conversation and somebody tries to bring up a whataboutism. It's a technique or practice of responding to an accusation or difficult question by making a counter accusation or raising a difficult issue. We're talking about gangs in New York City, homeboy. If you want to talk about that other shit, go talk about that other shit somewhere else, please. Copy? I'd appreciate you. We're talking about gangs in New York City. Yes, young Earl, it's present stuff. We're talking about gangs in New York City. If you want to go talk about Nazis and all that other stuff, you can go over there and talk about that stuff. We're not talking about that stuff. We're talking about something else. But I appreciate you, and you are welcome to stay. But if you're going to do whataboutisms all day, I'd appreciate it if you would just watch and not get timed out, because we time people out for whataboutisms. Let us his damn cast from my hood. They're going to snitch on him because he got the bread. They always snitch on the dude with the bread. Tekashi 6ix9ine had to find that out the hard way. They always snitch on the dude with the bread. That's a fact. And everybody wanted Tekashi 6ix9ine to stay shut. They always snitch on the dude with the money. What the fuck? You name me a time they didn't snitch on the dude with the money. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure they got wiretaps of Cass talking. They got wiretaps of every one of those guys talking. What up, Liberty Hazelton? What up, Drew? What up, who else we got up in here that's either green team or admin? What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. What up, Dave Round? What up, D No Love? Why would I be on the run? I'm going to tell you something. So, I don't know how to say your name. Ija Smith, right? Says Cass is from my hood too. What's not crazy is that he is a well-known scammer. That even with rap money, he cannot give it up. Now, I want to show you something. Once again, do y'all remember the first count that I showed y'all? Do y'all remember the first count that I showed you? I'm going to show you the first count that I showed y'all this morning. The first count, we started all the way at the bottom. Do you see this? Aggravated identity theft. Give me a minute. When we have a break, I'm going to call all the drops. So send the drops now. I'm going to call all the drops when we have a break in the conversation. Do y'all see that though? Look. Count 16. Aggravated identity theft. His name ain't on here though. I don't know if Cass is a scammer. I have heard people make that allegation. I have heard people make that allegation. What up? It's easy. Appreciate you, Drew. Appreciate everybody that pulled up into the chat today. Appreciate everybody that pulls up into the chat whenever you do. Look. Could we hit that like button? We got 146 people in here with 29 likes. Could we hit that like button, please? Could we send out more notifications? I'd appreciate it. So just so we could be clear on something. Just so we could be clear on something. I want to be 100% transparent on this. There was a girl that was arrested recently. She was arrested with drugs and guns, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But usually when you arrested with a lot of drugs, you got guns with you. Shout out to Young Earl becoming a bag swinger. Salute. You already know what it is. When you arrested, come on, everybody else. At least become a BBN member. That's $2 a month. I'm not sure if Casanova's a 2-time felon or not, but I think that they're trying to even revoke all of that 3-time felon. It's a rap situation. But I'm going to assume that if he does go up for this, he got so many points he would be in trouble. I just don't like speaking about shit that I don't have better information on. That's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? I know what the streets know. Feel me? To the degree. I'm not saying, I didn't say you were wrong. I didn't say stop saying anything. I'm just explaining. I'm just explaining. So I want to be clear on this real quick. Right now, all of them dudes is in a gang. Trippy, Freddie Wapp's boy was in a gang. I don't want to go into which gang or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. Shout out to, I gotta call the drops that happen on here, but the Cash App drops, I want to wait until we have a certain number of drops so I could call them all at the same time. Boom. But the drops we see right here, I have to call because those disappear. Shout out to Dave Brown with the $5 drop. Dave Brown pulls up into the saloon. He a whole nother nigga. Part of my language. Dave Brown is from overseas. He's from BBN overseas. He pulls up into the saloon. He's speaking a whole foreign language that nobody understands. Everybody is just nodding their heads. They hand him some coffee. They hand him a muffin. It's not even a muffin that he wants to eat, but nobody knows what he's saying. He speaks a whole nother language. They just point at the seat. Dave Brown goes and sits down, shaking his head. These rap bastards. Henry P says, due to Cass' background, he's going to be considered a career criminal. That's a fact. That's a fact. Casanova has 2 options. Go to jail or snitch. He has to hope that his lawyer can, somehow get him out of this. But I'm telling you right now, they don't got Cass on the jack talking about nothing. If they got Cass on the jack talking about something, I'm going to be extremely surprised. They don't got Cass on no wiretaps. I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure Cass is not on no wiretaps. I'm pretty sure Cass is not on any wiretaps. So for everybody that's like, you think Cass is on a wiretap? I don't think Cass is on any wiretaps. What up, Bianca DaCosta? I don't think Cass is on any wiretaps. I can't tell you how I can't tell you how I know. But I am pretty sure he's not on any wiretaps. What up, Lex BX? He says, salute Frost. Salute, my brother. I can say that I don't think somebody is on a wiretap to 100 Racer. What the fuck? I don't think Cass is on any wiretaps. If he is, I'd be surprised. I don't think Cass talks on phones. That's what I'm saying. If he's on any kind of wiretap, a nigga pulled up with a mic like this. Ace Spade says he's gonna snitch. If Sammy the Bull came up, LaCosta knows the Cass going to give up. Why? How? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. check this out. We're not doing what about isms, okay? Homeboy, I'm going to show this again. I like showing this, not for nothing, so y'all going to have to bear with me. We're not doing what about isms, a technique or practice of responding to an accusation or a difficult question by making a counter accusation or raising a different issue. We're not doing that, homeboy. If you don't have the ability to talk about the conversation that we're talking about now without bringing up things that are not even in the realm of what the conversation is talking, who the hell is talking about freaking Sammy the Bull? So you see, since Sammy the Bull snitched, every human being on the planet is gonna snitch. Get out of here. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm gonna explain this the best way that I can explain this. Hold on. You know we don't use no F words in here, Deshaun Ragsdale. Appreciate you though. I'm gonna explain this the best way I could explain this. Shout out to Xavier Jenkins with the $5 drop. Xavier Jenkins pulls up to the saloon. He walks inside the bar. He's using his mind meld. Xavier Jenkins have a whole mind meld technique. He goes like this. The bartender looks at him. He says, "Coffee. Stirred 3 times to the right, 2 times to the left. And you would like a muffin, cranberry muffin, cranberry blueberry muffin." Xavier says, "Yes, sir." Walks over to, gets his coffee, gets his muffin, sits down, enjoys the latte. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to explain this the best way that I can. I'm going to explain this the best way that I can. I'm going to explain this the best way that I can, just so we can be clear. All gangs in New York City are under investigation. I don't know him to be a scammer. I know him to be like a stick-up kid, but that's a whole nother thing. But I heard some things, so I don't want to go into whether he's a scammer or a stick-up kid or whatever. I don't know about none of that. I don't even want to assume. This is just all those allegations, just so we can be clear. I do want to say this though. All gangs in New York City is under investigations. All gangs. Every gang. The difference is, if you draw attention to yourself, they come get you. If you do not draw attention to yourself, they just keep their investigation going. I'm going to say this again. All gangs in New York City is under investigation. All gangs. The only difference is when some people bring attention to themselves. If you do not bring attention to yourself, they just continue with their investigation. They might have one detective on you, 2 detectives on you. The more attention you bring to yourself, the more people they put on your case. Do we got to understand it? Does that make sense? Do we have an understanding? The more problems, the more you say, "Look at me, look at me, look at me," the more they put on your case. The more manpower they put on your particular case, on your gang. When they went into the Barclays and they ran down on Treyway, them dudes put the biggest bullseye on their backs. The only reason why the freaking feds, in my opinion, went after Treyway before they went after them was because Treyway was all over Instagram saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me." That's the main reason why Treyway was taken down first. Now, once again, I want to point this out. Harv is locked up in jail, right? Some of the key evidence against Harv was the video that was in the vehicle when he snatched up Tekashi, right? That camera would not be there if the situation in the Barclays didn't happen. Because the only reason why that camera was there was because the driver who Shotty hired was an illegal immigrant. He was illegal to the country. So they told the driver that they was going to deport him if he didn't put a camera in the damn car. So while everybody is mad at fucking Tekashi, because he allegedly, well, he did point at the guy in court. He absolutely did that. That he told on the person who kidnapped him, there was only a camera in the car because Casanova and his people ran down on Treyway when Treyway was in the fucking Barclays. Do you know how long I wanted to tell people that? I wanted to tell people that for so long, but they wouldn't do the interview with me, and I didn't want to give that up. There's a ton of stuff that I do not want to give up that nobody is talking about. But I don't want to give it up. If they want to have this information, with a lot of it is beneficial to Tekashi, they'll pull up for a fucking interview. Now the only reason, hold on. They wasn't even next. They wasn't even next. 5'9" Brim got skipped over because something happened. I would love to talk about that, but I'm going to wait. While all the other bloggers is talking about shit they don't know nothing about, I'm going to let them put out all of their bad information. Something happened with the 5'9" Brim situation. I mentioned it, but wasn't nobody watching the channel, so they don't know what it is. I mentioned what happened with the 5'9" Brim. I mentioned it like twice, but just like in passing. Something happened with the 5'9" Brim situation. Yeah, the hats was next. It's a fact. Something happened. But everybody is watching all those other channels because they got guys that look tough and rugged. And they got a whole bunch of people talking about how they're going to pull up with guns and kill people. And that's what y'all want to watch. So I can't stop you. When you want to watch, when you want to hear about actual facts, pull up over here. When you want to just see tough guys, go over there. Because I'm going to let you know something. Real tough guys don't talk about how they tough guys all day. I'm just stating facts. Appreciate you, Antoine Allen. I'm just stating facts. I told everybody that 5'9" Brim was next. And they got skipped over. They're going to come back around to them, though. Henry P says facts. The FBI called the ICE to threaten the driver with deportation back to Mexico. The driver can't go back to Mexico, by the way. If he go back to Mexico, he dead. What up, LV the Slap? Yeah. The feds was on them. Thank you, Xavier. The feds was on them. The feds was on freaking the feds want these guys. Let me show you something. I don't know if these guys call them the Untouchables or not. That might be. I don't know if that's the name of the gang. But let me show y'all something real quick. Untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation. Now, hold on. Let's listen to some of the things that they said real quick. Hold on. There's one. I want to read what this guy right here says. NYPD Commissioner, the one on top. These arrests demonstrate the NYPD's relentless pursuit of a few individuals who drive violence and disorder in New York. I commend the NYPD investigators and law enforcement agencies involved in this investigation whose hard work resulted in these arrests. Murder, robberies, narcotics trafficking, and other associated gang behavior will never be tolerated by the people. But hold on. Hold on. Look, right here on the top. Dutchess County. Guerrilla Stone Nation, as alleged below, was involved in widespread crimes of violence which erodes the infrastructure and quality of life in our community. Our office will continue to collaborate with federal, state, county, and local partners to eradicate the crime drivers that fuel gang violence. This effort will enhance the safety and quality of life in our community. We extend our thanks to the outstanding jobs of all the law enforcement agencies involved, and special thanks to the City of Poughkeepsie Police Department, Hudson Valley State Safe Task Force, and the Bureau Chief Sarah Thompson of our office. Do y'all understand that this, you know how many different organizations was involved in this shit? Do you know how many different people wanted to take these dudes down? Do you even get an understanding or a grasp of it? They wanted these dudes done. What up, young soul? Bianca DaCosta said, you're right, Jack. Brim got skipped. And I wonder why. It's strange. Cardi still didn't get indicted yet. I know why the Brim got skipped over. I tell you what. This is how we're going to do it. We got 216 people in here. If we get to 150 likes in the next 10 minutes, I'll tell you why. And that's going to be an exclusive. In the next 10 minutes, it's 10:04. If it comes at 10:15, I'm not doing it. I'm going to save it for a future video. But we got 214 people in here. If we get to 150 likes before 10:15, I'll tell you. Because you got people talking crazy about the shit and they don't even know what's happening. They just talking. Matter of fact, I'm going to do you one better. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Shout out to the fire department outside. I hope everybody is fine wherever that situation is at. I can't even see the likes. I'm trying to widen this out some, see if the likes pop up. There you go. Shout out to Bianca DaCosta with the full. We're gonna do this drop for the Cash App drop right now too. Shout out to Bianca DaCosta with the $4.99 drop. She said, "Salute. I wish me continuously pressing the like button would count." No, it doesn't. Y'all kind of fall off. So I'm gonna do this drop real quick for everybody that don't know. We have this thing called the Saloon. When people do drops, you become a character inside of the Saloon, and depending on how often you come to the chat and how often you do drops, it's probably gonna be dependent on what your character's into. I try to make it have to do with what I see as your personality being. Shout out to Bianca, or just be funny. Shout out to Bianca DaCosta with the $4.99 drop. She pulls up to the Saloon. She's looking beautiful. She's walking in with a whole dress. She has a cleavage like this. People don't wear cleavage like that back in the 1860s. She has one of those dresses. It's not like the bubble one like that, but it's nice and flowing. Look like it's made of silk. She walks up to the bartender. She asks for a cup of coffee. The bartender says, "No, ma'am, you're 1 penny short." For everybody that don't know, $4.99 gets you into the spot, but $5 is what gets you your coffee and gets you your muffin. So you get nothing. But you can sit down inside Miss Bianca DaCosta, and we're very happy that you pulled up. Shout out to Rule Don't Nobody See These Dots Jones with the $10 drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. For also everybody that don't know, for all drops over $10, we usually get up and we do the whole walk into the spot. Wu Jones walks into the saloon. He's trying to give people high fives, but don't nobody see them dots. Nobody sees him. So he's walking into the saloon. He's trying to give high fives. Don't nobody see him. Everybody ignores him. He goes up to the bar. He's waiting there for 15 minutes before the bartender turns around and says, "Oh, Wu, nobody seen them dots." Goes up. He gives him his coffee. He gives him his muffin. Wu Jones is extremely upset at this point. But he says, "Yo, look, Rue." Well, actually, you don't get coffee and muffins. It's $10, so you get a whole plate of food. He comes up to Rue Jones. He gives him a nice flank steak, right, with some cornbread. He got cornbread in the morning for him because we got cornbread this morning. He got some grits. He got some cheese in them grits. He got some eggs. He also got some hash browns going on. He's like, "Boom, here's your plate, Rue. We don't see them dots though." So I don't know. You're gonna have to be a little louder. He gives him some orange juice. He gives him some apple juice. Rue sits there at the table. He's like, "These rat bastards." And then he starts eating. He said, "But the food is good." Shout out to Big Shad. He says, "Your info been valid since day one. How could they hate?" I don't know. I don't know. You gotta ask them niggas. We got a couple minutes left. Y'all get to 150. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why they got skipped over 5-9 Brim. I mean, I don't even really care to talk about it. But if y'all get to 150 before 4 more minutes, I'll tell you. What up, Tiandre Willis? What up, John Becknell? So, just so we could be clear with the Gorilla Stone Blood situation, just so we could be clear, they were after them first. Okay, I'm not gonna say first, but they were from what I see, the Gorilla Stone Bloods was who they was really trying to, like, that's who they wanted. You understand what I'm saying? But Treyway was so busy all over the fucking social media Treyway was so busy all over everywhere having shootouts in the middle of the street all the time that the NYPD had no choice but to make them top priority. They had no choice. Treyway was, come on, man. You had Shotty running down it, and I'm not trying to drag him or nothing like that. This is not a disrespect Shotty video or nothing like that. I'm not doing that. I'm just stating facts. You had Shotty running down running down the block in a regular residential area with guns shooting them. You had them shooting at the people at the W building, or at least shooting at the W building. You had a shootout inside of freaking, you had them shooting warning shots inside of the Barclays Center. What else did anybody think was going to happen? Please explain to me what else you think was going to happen. So they had to take their attention from wherever the hell they had their attention at and put it on Treyway. I'm telling you. And then what made it even more of something, then Treyway started fighting with each other in Brooklyn. Remember, one of Harv's counts was that he got in trouble for was slashing some dude in the face. The reason why he slashed the dude is because that was it was a fight inside of Treyway. One half of Treyway was fighting the other half of Treyway, and that's how dude got slashed. So they gave the NYPD no other choice. We got to get these guys first because the other dudes is committing crimes, but these guys is endangering the public. They having shootouts in the middle of fucking the projects. They running around slashing each other. They running up and down the block banging them things. They inside of the Barclays shooting the place up. I only got one more minute, yo. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all got one more. Y'all need 19 more likes in a minute. I get them. Xavier Jenkins says they was extremely reckless. At one point, all my YouTube notifications was about Treyway shootings. So, the point in which I'm trying to make is they been ready to go after these Gorilla Blood dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these guys been on the menu. But that happened. And then when that happened, 5'9" Brim skipped over them. Which is probably, all of this is probably bad for Casanova. I ain't counting the dislikes, homie. Y'all got until that says 10:15, so y'all got a couple of seconds. You need 9 more. I ain't gonna tell y'all then. I'm not playing either. I tell you what, tonight on a Tonight Show with Jack Frost, if we get 300 likes in the first half an hour of the show, if we get 300 likes in the first half an hour of the show, I will tell you why the 5'9" Brim got skipped over, because y'all didn't make it today. If we get 300 likes in the first half an hour of the show tonight, I will tell you why 5'9" Brim got skipped over. Yes, a lot of people would have been locked up if it wasn't for Tekashi. I don't understand. That's why the shit kills me and I laugh. And people think I'm defending Tekashi. And I'm busy like, well, y'all don't understand what was going on. But I get it why you don't understand what's going on. Because so many of the YouTube content creators is really out there telling y'all stupid shit, man. I don't know what to do. It just be wrong. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So many of the YouTube content creators just be saying shit that is wrong. I just don't throw shots at them because I don't care. But a lot of YouTube content creators, I'm telling you because I know, is giving y'all information that's factually incorrect. Some of them is giving y'all information that's kind of right, it's kind of wrong. That's funny. I can't do that. But great idea. But great idea. So y'all better go tell y'all people to pull up tonight and drop a like. That's all I can tell you. I told y'all 150 before 10:15. You didn't make it. Y'all better go tell y'all people, yo, I need you to pull up in Jack Frost chat tonight and hit the like button. You don't gotta stay here. We need those likes. And I'll tell you why 5'9" Brim got skipped over. Well, I don't I don't got shit to do with people being behind on the video, man. I don't know what to tell you. But I'll tell you exactly why. But I'll tell you exactly why. The 5'9" Brims, I mean, I really want to tell y'all now, but y'all didn't make it. I tell you what, tonight, 250 likes in the first hour, I'll tell you. That's fair. Not 300, 250 likes in the first hour, I'll tell you. I'll more than tell you. 250 likes in the first hour. What up, young soul? How you doing, my brother? Well, y'all better start hitting that live button. I don't know what to tell you. I do appreciate the fact we at 150 now. If we would have been closer to 150 earlier, you wouldn't be going through this problem. People need to start hitting the like button when they pull up. I don't know what to tell you. I know why Brim got skipped. I know 100% why and how Brim got skipped. I know 100%. %. You're going to be surprised. And then absolutely not surprised. And then surprised. And then absolutely not surprised. It's going to be one of those, whoa, hey, wait, oh shit, oh, it might be one of those moments. You know, like that. Just so we can be clear. But Casanova 2-time. I don't think he's on the run. So I mean, I know I put the title like this. Still on the run from the indictment. I don't believe Casanova 2-time. What up, King Alpha? I don't believe Brim was hungry. I don't believe Casanova 2-time was Soul is a funny motherfucker. I don't believe Casanova 2-time is on the run. What I do believe is that him and his lawyers is in communications with the authorities in order for him to turn himself over in a favorable manner. I don't believe he's skated. I don't believe he's on the run. I don't believe he's somewhere with his scully pulled down with the hoodie on. But I also don't think he wants to do any time. I also don't think he wants to do any time. Every one of these gangs got a rat in their crew for any luck. It might be a BBN moment. I don't know. Every single which one of these gangs got a rat in their crew. Every single which one. If you think you're going to be doing business with more than 2 people and nobody is a snitch, I don't know what to tell you. Every single which one of these gangs got a rat in their crew. I don't think, just so we can be clear, I don't think the police is actively looking for him. I think it's a soft warrant. I think they're expecting him to turn himself in at a point, but they want the public to know that he is a warrant out for his arrest. That's what I think. If you got 6 to 7 people in the crew and y'all doing bad stuff, it's 100% a rat, yo. 100%. I'm sorry. In order to keep the rat shit down, you gotta have groups of like 3, 4 at the most. 4 at the most. If you doing illegal crimes with groups of 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 people, nah, there's a rat. What they want is they want him to get on the stand and say that person's in the gang, that person's in the gang, that person's in the gang. That's what they want him to do. So I'm telling you, that's what they want him to do. They want him to say that person's in the gang. That, do y'all understand that's really all Tekashi did when he was on the stand? That's what I keep trying to tell people when they be like, yo, Tekashi snitched on the whole claim. No. Tekashi told on the nigga that kidnapped him. Other than that, all Tekashi did was say that that person's in the gang, that person's in the gang, that person's in the gang. That's it. He didn't tell on no other crimes. Tekashi didn't say, yo, they robbed those guys. Tekashi didn't do all that. Tekashi didn't say, all he did was speak on the shit that was literally on camera and say that person's in the gang, that person's in the gang, that person's in the gang. That's it. That's a lot. Don't get me confused. But that's what he did. That's what they want Cass to do. That's why when everybody talk about how big of a rat 6ix9ine is, that's why I'm always like, y'all just listening to what other people are saying. Like, I'm not trying to defend nobody. Don't get me confused. But I'm saying, are y'all just listening to what other people are saying? Or are you actively going out and getting this information from somebody that knows what happened? OG cases, Mac Baller, Brims, and next. Possibly. He didn't tell on the shooting at the Barclays. He didn't tell on the shooting at the Barclays. What are you talking about? He didn't tell on the shooting at the Barclays. The driver did. What are you talking about, Chris Jackson? You just don't even know what you're talking about, Mr. Crick Jackson. The driver told on who shot at the Barclays. The driver. I don't know what channels y'all watching, but I was literally in the courtroom. You do know this, right? Like, I was in the courtroom. We don't say F people. I would have let that comment go through, but we don't say F people. Let's try not to use the F word. I know I slip up sometime, but let's try not to use the F word. Young Soul with the $4.99 drop says, $100, cash folding like clothes. Let's raffle, put your money up. What's good? We at the bar. Young Soul pulls up to the saloon. He's still wiping his face because he was partying so hard last night. He was partying so hard last night. Young Soul is he's still a little bit tired. He walks up into the saloon. He goes up to the counter. He says, yo, can I get a coffee? They said, good sir. In this saloon, you get in for $4.99. But you get a coffee for $5. You are a penny short. He sits down. I was literally in the courtroom. That's why when people be saying shit, I'm like, what the hell? What am I gonna do? I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. What up, Brian Spike Hopkins? Salute to the Bay. I don't think he's on the run. I don't know if he's on the run or not. He might be all the way on the run. Do not get this confused. But I think he's speaking. His attorney is busy hashing it out with how he's going to turn himself in. Because if he's all the way on the run, he's really running, he's not coming out. I don't care what snitching he does. It's a wrap. Because then that means somebody already snitched on him. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know whoever the snitch is definitely telling everything on cast that they got, right? Y'all do know this, right? I'm getting too old for this shit. Y'all do know. It's a slogan we got over here. Y'all do know. You know what? We came out. We gave Young Soul a complimentary coffee. We said, Young Soul, we're gonna give you a complimentary coffee. Boom. You know what? The only people that get in the saloon for $4.99 and get a coffee and get a muffin is the people who are on the green team. I think he's getting his affairs in order. That's it. Like, y'all never know. Y'all never hear about. Y'all don't. That's why a lot of times these dudes get in trouble and they got to get arrested, but they know they people of public images. That's why they don't always go straight, get locked up. That's why they don't always go straight, get locked up. Admins, if that guy keeps putting words in the chat that can't go through, just kick him, because they're obviously just doing that to be annoying at this part. There's no N word, there's no F word. We don't have that problem with nobody else. If that we are the boomies keep doing that, just kick them. We don't got time for this. We're not gonna keep blocking his messages. If he keeps doing it, just kick him. What up, Kelly Cersei? How you doing this morning? He's in trouble. Cass is in trouble. Because 9 times out of 10, streets is a myth. Because 9 times out of 10, the person that snitched, because they got to snitch, obviously. You think the person's going to snitch on everybody except for the main person, the most notable person that they could snitch on? Obviously, they done snitched and said something on Cass already. Now it's up to Cass, the Cass lawyer, to try to find out what they already said about him. And nobody is saying anybody is guilty. Can we just kick that guy? Just somebody please kick the We Are the Boomies. Just kick him. Just kick him. I'm tired of that. What up, King Alpha? King Alpha says, Frost, I'm agreeing with something you said. Not trying to say Cuda told, because I'm not putting that on no man. But very strange, Cuda is affiliated with the gang and this happens. What's more interesting is this happened right after Cuda B got sentenced. Streets is a myth. That's a fact. I want to say Cass is solid too, Mayhem 401. Just so we can be clear. As far as I'm concerned, Cass is solid. Yeah, you can call in Liberty. Call in. You can call in. As far as I'm concerned, Cass is solid. As far as I'm concerned. I don't know what else to say. If Cass wasn't solid, he would already have been in custody. Do you get what I'm saying? In my opinion, he would already be in custody if he wasn't solid. What's up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing, my brother?
What's happening? What's happening? Sorry, I'm driving on the road a lot, so that's why I'm not in the chat, but I'm listening to you. So one thing I want to say is, you guys are forgetting who this dude's lawyers are going to be. That's a big part too. And what I think is you're correct. He's I don't think he's on the run. I don't think he's somewhere hidden or no shit like that. He's somewhere on the other side of the table of Rock Nation's lawyers, and they're putting together a deal.
I'm pretty sure.
If not, he should be somewhere putting together some music to help him ride out his time. That way he can have some money coming in.
Facts.
While he's doing a bid. But I think, okay, so a lot of these guys that we don't bend, we don't fold, we don't tell, all this shit, these are the guys that don't have the most to lose materialistically. You know what I mean? And these are the guys that didn't grow up with the most shit to, even if they do have a lot to lose materialistically at the time, they didn't grow up with it either. So the people that are going to try to take these people down, the government, is going to definitely go over the person that's got the biggest bankroll, the most cars, the most jewelry, the most stuff to lose, whether it's family, stuff like that. They're not going to go after the street level dudes. You know what I mean? No,
that's a fact. What you're saying is right. What I'm gathering you're saying is that they're going to put the pressure on the people that they know don't want to be locked up. To help them with their investigation, because they know it's going to be harder for a person who's living a good life to go to prison than it is for a person who don't have anything to go to prison.
Okay, so like, and I think they're also like, I don't think they did skip over the brims. They might have for now, but this like you said, man, if you're out there and you got all these dudes around you, ever since the coming of World Star and Clout and shit like that. Man, you ain't doing nothing but making it easier for the feds to take you down.
That's a fact.
These are dummy fucking moves. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, you know the CIA, the FBI, they got stake in Facebook, they got stake in Instagram, they got stake in Twitter, they got stake in these companies because it's making it easier for them to do their job.
That's a fact.
And these guys out here just happy to give them all the information, not only on their ops, but on themselves and for everybody else that's moving around the streets.
That's a fact.
So
there's way too much self-snitching going on the internet.
Self-snitching, biggest epidemic in the street.
Yeah, and then they're gonna blame it on somebody else though. After they done
Yeah.
told, everybody everything about why they gonna be going to jail next, they gonna say, "Yo, who the snitch? Takashi."
Right. Not only that, but I mean, it's the okay. Another thing that I wanted to bring up too. Okay, so just like what you said, when Takashi went in there and all they asked him was who was gang, who was gang, who was gang. You know what that brought together? If Takashi, him being that was pivotal for the case because he was the one that they was leaning on because he had the most to lose. That publicly he was going to lose the most. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to lean on him and they're going to make him. Shit, my son's gone. They're gonna make that person look like snitch, but really the only thing that they're doing is tying. They already got the evidence. The government, and once you're in a Fed case, if the feds are coming for you, they don't need you to prove that there's evidence there. They already got the evidence.
Facts.
First of all. Second of all Takashi did, even though they already knew it, because his voice had the most credibility out of all them street dudes, right?
Okay.
Out of all the street dudes, his voice had the most credibility because he's out there supposed to be legit a rapper. Fucking, he's out there. Oh, sorry. He's out there supposed to legit be, signing into dealings and contracts, multi-million contracts. So his voice has more credibility than all these street level guys. So all he said was he's gang, he's gang, he's gang. And since his voice has more credibility than everybody else, that's why they didn't ask everybody else. But what he did was he tied them all together into the RICO. Yeah, you did that crime, you did that crime, you did that crime, but you guys are all together.
That's a fact.
That's what he did. That's what he did when he said, "Well, you was gang, you was gang, you was gang, you was gang."
Oh wait, hold on. I'm not saying that you're incorrect, right? But they already have these individuals calling themselves gang, just so we can be clear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So the point in which I'm trying to make is that he came in, he talked. They wanted to be able to give him an opportunity to get off because they never wanted Takashi in the first place.
That's right.
They wanted the other dudes. You feel me?
That's right.
So
he was the fish at the bottom of the barrel.
Exactly. What they wanted to do was they wanted to separate the gang from the money. Takashi was the money.
Right.
They put some people in jail.
I think that's the same play they're going to go with Cass. And then you're going to see it with the Breads possibly down the road. You're going to see it with these GDs out there in Chicago that are banging with on all this Vaughn shit. You're going to see this shit with Yellow Peasy's crew down the road. You're going to see everybody that's out here on Instagram doing all this effery, all this knuckleheaded effery, all this clown, all this play show that they're putting on, and they're just telling on themselves. You're going to start seeing all their crews go down because all they need is just a model, and they already proved that their model works.
Yeah, that's a fact. They got the template.
Yeah. They found the $1 million model, and now they're just going, all right, who's the money behind this gang? Boom. Him, all right. I mean, it's gonna shoot out to California too. Slim 400, YG, all them. I mean, it's going down. It's not just New York, but yeah, it's big in New York, but it's gonna start going down all over. It's gonna be in the South. It's gonna be up around Atlanta. Because these guys are calling too much attention on themselves.
That's a fact.
I mean, you want to swim with the Gators, what you get, I guess. All right, man, I'm going to get off, man. I just want to say peace to y'all, man. Love the chat. I'm going to be on listening, but I'm driving around, so.
Copy. Don't get into an accident, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
Appreciate you.
Well,
that was Liberty Hazelton calling in. Boom. And just so we can be clear, I was covering gang stuff before some of y'all even had a YouTube channel. So I just deaded you. I hit you with your bags. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the YouTube arguing back and forth with you, homie. If you want to argue and talk about me, do everything you want to do. But I don't do the YouTube beefing with niggas. I'm over here creating my content. You go over there and create your own. Jerry says, Dallas ain't going down. New York a Fed state. It's different. I can't really argue that. No, stars are brim. Stars 5'9" brim, as far as I know. Young Soul said, I stay in Florida. I don't go swim with alligators. I stay on land. Elite PPC says Casanova music wasn't hitting like that. He was trying to keep up with the lifestyle. One door in the streets and in Foot's industry never worked. Liberty Hazelton says, I can. I lived in Texas. Yeah, you can speak on it. That's a fact, Liberty Hazelton. You lived in Texas. You cannot buy the feds unless you're a politician, DSTN says. I'm not getting in on that yet. These clout-chasing gangsters will snitch in a heartbeat. Look, I've been telling... for over 2 years, I told you they was coming after the gangs in New York City. Hold on. When did the Junior Guzman Feliz was killed? June 18th. June 20th, 2018. So since June 20th, 2018, I've been talking about all the gangs in New York City. They had a mark on their back because of what the individuals that was part of the Trinitarios did. So unless you got videos before June 20th, 2018, you biting off of me, if anything. But I'm not gonna go there with anybody unless you have videos before June 20th, 2018, and you really need videos before then, you biting off of me. Please go clout chase somewhere else. I don't know. I'm going to have to see Casanova actually snitch. I'm gonna have to see it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to see it. I'm gonna have to see it. There's something I'm gonna have to see. I believe he's in talks right now, and a big part of the talks is, he is not planning on snitching. I believe that's a big part of the talks. He wants to know how he could get out of this without taking a stand. I believe that's a real big part of the talks. A 13th individual. I've been reporting on this case, and some of the videos had to get deleted. I've been reporting on this case since August 27th. Okay, so I've been reporting on gang stuff for quite some time now. That I can understand somebody trying to clout chase and saying that I'm copying off of their content. I get it. It's the slave mentality. You see one guy doing well, so you have to come and try to get involved in it. It's the slave mentality. I get it. I'm not a slave, so I don't do that to you. The jury came to a decision on 5 of the... I don't know if... I don't know how ready Casanova 2 times to give up his current lifestyle. Because if he's not going to snitch, if he's not going to tell, he's going to jail. I don't think that he could... I don't think he's going to be able to beat a RICO. I think it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. I just don't think he's going to be able to beat it. Because somebody is snitching. Crabs in the barrel, Susan Bortz. You're 100% right. When was the last time somebody beat a RICO case? When was the last time you see somebody beat a RICO case? I didn't call him a snitch, by the way. I'm just asking, when was the last time you saw somebody beat a RICO case? When do you think, just so we could be clear, when do you think, how am I going to say this? Rock Nation lawyers aren't litigants. They make deals. There's different types of lawyers. Let me explain this to you. There's different types of lawyers. There's lawyers that's real good at litigating, getting in front of a jury and litigating. And there's lawyers that's good at not litigating, but making deals because of the people that they know and because of the friends that they've made. As far as I can tell, Rock Nation lawyers are about making deals, not about litigation. You get what I'm saying? As far as I can tell, Rock Nation lawyers are about making deals, not about litigation. Murder Inc., that wasn't a RICO. That was a money laundering case. How could Jack copy what was in court? He interviewed members of trade. People are crazy. I don't know what to tell you. People are just crazy, man. They're just crazy. We're not gonna get bogged down with that though, Susan Borch Padell. Love you though. Rugi House is correct. He said it in an interview, and I remember hearing this, that Rock Nation would wash their hands of him if he got in any more trouble. Truth Seeker says, feds on their ass. It's better you don't associate with that gang shit if you want to stay in the streets. It's a fact. They tried to get him to tell on Supreme. That's a fact, Mary Jerry. You're talking about Irv Gotti and Murder Inc. That's a fact. He ain't snitch on nobody. Larry P. Fitness says NYC needs gang controlled. Rich people want to live comfortable in condos right by the projects. That's a fact. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's a whole fact. Rock Nation is just the black face for Live Nation lawyers or entertainment lawyers up there. Entertainment lawyers do what? Make deals. Am I lying? Is anything I'm saying wrong? Live Nation lawyers do what? Entertainment lawyers do what? Make deals, right? They make deals, right? Am I wrong? Yes, Desiree Perez is a snitch. That's a fact. She's also an executive CEO, might be a COO. I'm not clear. What up, Black Cuddy? Salute to the Black Spades. Oh, that's straight G Toro. What up? The account got terminated. God dang it. Sorry to hear that happened. What up, Roach? Small percentage litigate. Thank you, Roach. Am I telling? Hold on, Roach. Am I on point with what I'm talking about? I've always been speaking facts. It's just people go to those channels that I'm not trying to disrespect nobody's channel. I'm really not. But a lot of them just be talking crazy. And I don't watch the channel. I know they be talking crazy because y'all pop up in here and be like, well, this person said this and that person said that. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's bananas. Rock Nation don't really litigate. They make deals. They're entertainment lawyers. They make deals. I mean, all okay, so I'm not saying that they don't have any litigators. What I'm saying is the majority of the business that they do is make deals. Just so we can be clear, I'm not saying they don't have anyone that litigates. Shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. He said they will never get gangs out of Los Angeles, and that's not happening. They're never going to get gangs out of New York City either. What up, Calvin the Great? That was my stepmother's favorite song, Casanova. I'm macho Casanova. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. That was my stepmother's song. Can't you see how much I really love you? I wanna say it to you time and time again. Rock Nation about the drop cast. They don't need the feds checking around their books. That's a fact. And that's why labels never really back artists when they catch certain cases. Yeah, gangs will never be 100% eliminated anywhere. First of all, just so we could be clear, cities like New York need gangs. Cities like Los Angeles need gangs. You need a certain amount of cities like woos and chews, man. Cities like Boston need gangs. Appreciate you, Trap Gibbs. What we need to do is we need to put more esteem in our communities. We need to get the drugs out of the communities, the hard drugs, obviously, I'm speaking about. And we need to start giving our children more self-esteem. Because children want to click up. The problem is the way in which they're clicking up and organizing. We want them to do it, but we want them to do it in a way that it's gonna be beneficial to our community rather than take away from our community, if that makes sense. So we want to have them clicking up and oh shit. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give y'all something to watch.
Six says his security told him that Javante Davis says to him, yo, bro, I know you, bro. Like, yo, just let me in, like you didn't know we not cool, and let me knock this snitch nigga the fuck out. Literally that. This is what I'm hearing. Let me into the section. Just let me in, bro. And when I go up there, I'm gonna knock 6ix9ine the fuck out. Okay? And you could just act like you didn't know that he didn't rock with me. You feel me? But bro, I already know you from that Barclays shit. That nigga's a snitch. I'm told that Javante says that, makes a move like he's about to walk past the security, and this, I mean, I'm telling you who I'm hearing from 6ix9ine's camp, that they're saying they grabbed him by the throat or something. They're calling it choking, and they pushed him off like, nah. Okay, now keep in mind 6ix9ine security are all 6'5" and up. Javante Davis is probably 5'3". Just to say, not saying you don't got hands for everybody. Not saying that, but apparently he said to 6ix9ine security, yo, bro, just kind of like turn a blind eye, let me walk past. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna for whatever reason. By the way, Javante be hanging with Meek and them, so you.
Baby.
Sorry.
Oh. Come on, mama.
Let me see the word. Let me see.
It don't gotta be nothing wrong with me. You still not put the chip in my eye.
You know, I'm exiting Everyday Struggle, but Everyday Struggle also will be coming to a conclusion. The last episode will be December 17th. I don't have any malice. I don't want my audience or anyone else to act or react on behalf of me in terms of any negative way. I do want to thank the people at Complex for rocking with me and the people who believed in me. I want to thank Noah. I want to thank, my man Chops. I think they were more instrumental in bringing me to Complex. I do want to thank Cornell. He was very instrumental in keeping Everyday Struggle going on. I also want to, thank the people along the way, and people have been in and out in rocking with us, because truthfully, it's been a tumultuous time there, but also a tumultuous show to rock with. I want to thank all the co-hosts that I've ever worked with, including Joe Budden, Star, of course, Wayno, that's my G right there. Thank you to Nadesco, who was turned into a sister of mine. We're not immediately over, but this is the announcement today to let you guys know we have about 2.5 weeks left, and we want to make this a dedication to the time we've spent. That's the only reason why we're announcing it. If you wonder, or if you're wondering like, yo, Ak, what's gonna happen with you? I'm gonna still be me. I'm gonna do the same things that I've normally done. My next platform, I could tell you, will be most likely a podcast that I'm launching at the beginning of 2021. I am excited about launching it. I'm excited about people who want to be a part of it, and I look forward to making more moments. I will say this: I hope people who watch me don't think it hasn't been about the money for me since about 2016. I've been good. I've been happy. I'm so happy that my mom is happy.
nigga, yo. Yo, what's poppin', my guy? How you?
Yo, I'm good, nigga. You good? Whoa.
Well, yo, listen, I got some breath for you, by the way. Where you at?
Sometimes it's gonna be people that's gonna grind harder than everybody else around. Sometimes you can't sit around and wait for the opportunity. You gotta grab it. Pause. There's a lot of money out here to get. All you need is the right, hungry people around you.
So I heard you were at the club last night.
On whose testimony?
Keisha.
I object.
You object to what?
Can I approach the counter?
No, you may not approach the counter.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
There is no jury!
I want the telephone for the pancake pie. Pink pie. A pancake pie.
What?
Pancake pie. I want pancake pie. Give me the phone number from the apple pie.
You want apple pie now?
Whatever it is, pancake pie. Pancake pie, man.
Do you really think it's called pancake pie?
No, it's similar to pancake pie. Of course, no. Pancake is pancakes. It's the pancake. No pancake! Oh my God, I don't know to talk anymore. It's because of you, asshole.
What's it called?
Pink pie.
Fix your lips, bro.
Fix your ass, bro. How many times I have to give it to get the number of the pancake pie? Idiot.
You what? You keep throwing it like that? I'm gonna keep throwing it like this, doggone. Hold on, I gotta smack that. Shake that booty. Girl, you throwing it. Throw that thing in a circle. Look at Demetrius.
Hey, this is Livy, Kyle's girlfriend.
What's up?
Kyle said he was with you, and I was just wondering if that was true.
Yeah, Kyle's always with me.
Oh, okay. Can I talk to him?
Yeah, here you go. What's up? My pussy. What's up? Hold on, I'll tell you later.
Oh my God.
What's up, Mike Tyson? What up? Oh, yeah.
What up, Freddie Acevedo? So I got something. I got something that don't nobody else have. I have something that don't nobody else have. I have something that don't nobody else have. Look, man, I'm going to explain something real quick. Light flex. I get it. A lot of you like talking shit for a living. So you get on YouTube, you find somebody to attack. I don't do that. I don't get on YouTube and find anybody to attack. I'm going to check it right now while I'm talking. I'm about to show y'all something. If you ever have anybody that say that I'm biting off of them, they are lying. I have to watch this at another time and then so I could process it. If there's ever any person on YouTube that is claiming that I'm getting my content from them, they are lying. So I got a thing that I don't think anybody else has. I'm about to show it to y'all. And I'm kind of happy that the people that left. Just so we could be clear. So they could miss out. And they can hear about it. Not that I want anybody to miss out on anything. Not that I want anybody to miss out on anything. But we need to set this up appropriately. Can we all agree that Casanova 2 times needs Rock Nation's lawyers? Can we all agree that you think Casanova 2 times need Rock Nation's lawyers? You don't think Casanova 2 times need Rock Nation's lawyers? Let's have a quick vote. You think Casanova 2 times need Rock Nation's lawyers in order to get out of this? You do not think that Casanova 2 times need Rock Nation's lawyers to get out of this? Can we please have a vote? I'm going somewhere with this. And just so we could be clear, I've had this already. My seat is just, sometimes it's a little, trying to get, comfortable in it. Sometimes my seat gets a little bit uncomfortable to sit in. Sometimes my seat gets a little bit uncomfortable to sit in. Before we go any further, so Rugi Hauser, you don't think he needs Rock Nation's lawyers? Please explain why. I'm going to explain something. The reason why I'm saying he needs Rock Nation's lawyers is because if he takes this to trial, it's not good for him. He needs somebody to make a deal. He needs somebody to make a deal. That's why I believe he needs Roc Nation's lawyers. Because he needs somebody that's going to help him make a deal. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if they go to trial, there's no telling what somebody said snitching. There's no telling. So he needs somebody that's going to pull up and help him make a deal. Entertainment lawyers makes deals, Rugi Hauser. Yes, I agree. So once again, I'm saying he needs lawyers that's going to help him make a deal. So I'm going to ask one more time, everybody re-vote. Who thinks he needs Roc Nation lawyers? Who thinks he doesn't need Roc Nation lawyers and he should just take it to trial? Let's have a quick vote. I want to give everybody the opportunity to re-vote. Please, let's vote. Everybody vote one more time because I'm about to show you something. I'm about to show you something. And I guarantee you don't nobody else fucking got it. Black for pics said he needs a new identification, he needs new ID. He needs to be a new person. Antonio Rivera says, I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to pin this bitch. This shit, part of my language. Antonio Rivera says he just needs lawyers. It don't matter who. Antonio Rivera, please don't do crimes. Nobody do crimes, by the way. But Antonio Rivera, please don't do crimes if you think any lawyer is good enough. Antonio Rivera is gonna do some big ass crime and then walk in there with a lawyer with like a suit 3 sizes too big, his toupee on the side of his head. He gonna walk in there with a lawyer looking like fucking Joe Pesci. What the hell? Shout out to Antonio Rivera. Anthony Rivera. Shout out to that guy. I'm going to show y'all something. Yeah, he think he's being smart now. And that's such an obvious answer. That you're saying obvious things. Oh man, that guy Jack Frost. I'm assuming this is how Anthony Rivera sounds. Oh man, that guy Jack Frost. He's saying all these obvious things. Then why is nobody else saying the things that I'm saying before I say them? If everything that I say is so obvious, how come I'm usually the first person to say the things that I'm saying? Huh? It's so obvious though, man. This guy Jack Frost. I mean, I didn't think of it before he said it, but after he said it, I was like, of course. What the fuck? Shout out to this guy. Oh man. Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all this right here. I held y'all off long enough. I had a couple of more jokes I was going to say about Antonio or Anthony or whatever his name is. But I'm going to show you this real quick. Let's go to this share real quick, right? Boom. Oh, whoops. That's a whataboutism. Sorry about that. Ooh, that's the other thing I was showing y'all. Okay, so first let's scroll up to the top. Boom. Dwight Cromer versus Caswell Sr. 2 Times Entertainment. Matthew Norris Jacobs. New York Bangers LLC. You are hereby summoned and required to serve notice of appearance or demand for a complaint on the plaintiff at the address below. Right? Notice. I move down. I'll show you where I'm at. The nature of this action is breach of contract, commissary, if possible. I don't know what the fuck that says. Unjust enrichment and accounting for co-writer copyright. The relief sought in damages for earnings from Don't Run and Don't Run Meme Remix if you do not appear within the applicable time. Litigation stated above, a judgment will be entered against you by default of $250,000 with interest from the date of June 17, 2019 in the course of his actions. Placing designates New York County as the place of trial. Now I want to let y'all know real quick. Casanova and his people did not show up for court. So there was a judgment obviously put against them, I believe, for the $250,000. Guess what? Anybody could guess why I'm showing y'all this? Can anyone guess why I'm showing y'all this? Because we got all of these scientists in here. Let's ask Anthony Rivera specifically, because everything that I say is so obvious. Do you know why I'm showing you this? Mr. Anthony Rivera. Do you know why I'm showing you this? Of course, it's public information. Do you know why I'm showing you this, Mr. Anthony Rivera? Nobody else has showed anybody this as far as when this case started, right? So I'm the first person showing this and making the connection, right? Do you know why I'm showing you this, Mr. Anthony Rivera? Let's see how smart Mr. Anthony Rivera is. He has to be able to guess this. Because, you know, he's a genius and he knows everything and I know so little. Do you know why I'm showing you this? Mr. Anthony Rivera, please nobody else even attempt to guess. Mr. Anthony Rivera, do you know why I'm showing you this? Because you are a genius and I know nothing. I know nothing, Jon Snow. Anybody think Anthony Rivera is going to be able to know why I'm showing him this? Anybody? Anybody think that Anthony Rivera knows why I'm showing him this? Does anybody knows why Anthony Rivera... Does anybody know why... The way that it's talked about does matter. Thank you, Anthony Iman. It's called journalism. Anthony, come on, Anthony Rivera. You super genius, smart guy. Smartest dude on the block. Nah. I want to let Anthony Rivera be the smart guy that he is. Right? Super intelligent Anthony Rivera. Where you at, Anthony Rivera? Super intelligent guy. Come on. I know you got this. Because now I just want everybody to know that this dude, he don't know nothing. So can I make fun of him for a little bit longer before I tell y'all mind? I got a little bit more jokes. So Anthony Rivera, do you know why I showed you that? Because you know my intelligence is not at the capabilities of your intelligence, Mr. Anthony Rivera. So I'm pretty sure you should be able to guess why I would show such a thing. Oh, Anthony Rivera not even talking. Anthony Rivera hasn't even... How much... Who want to bet me as soon as I say the thing, Anthony Rivera is going to act like it's not a big deal or he already knew? Who want to guess? Thank you, Chris Jackson. He's going to answer after I tell y'all. Thank you. Shout out to Chris Jackson. Boom. There you go. About to hit you with bags. All of the bags, Shin Young Lee. Get out of here. So it's obvious that Anthony Rivera should shut up when I'm talking. He should shut up, listen, instead of trying to make comments about shit that he don't know nothing about. Right? That's what Anthony Rivera should probably do, right? Shut the fuck up when grown folk is talking. Shout out to Susan Bortz-Bedell. That's why. Thank you, Bianca DaCosta. Everything's so obvious. Yeah, I hit somebody with bags, by the way. A different person. Anthony ain't get hit with bags. I hit somebody else with bags. If y'all want to drop bags for Shin Young. He got hit with all the bags. He got hit with the shopping bags. He got hit with the colostomy bags. He got hit with the old bags. Shout out to Susan Bortz-Bedell. Guess who did not help him? Rock Nation did not help him with that shit. Rock Nation did not help him with that shit. So there's a good chance that Rock Nation might not help him with this shit. I pinned his comment too because he's just so. Anthony Rivera is just he's a douchebag. So I just pinned his comment. You douchebag. So I pinned your comment because you know everything. I am definitely not Fiend, but I appreciate you. Rock Nation didn't help him with that. What makes you think Rock Nation is going to want to put their hands into this? Rock Nation didn't want to help him with that. He stole a song. He didn't give the person credit. The person was supposed to give 50% of the writing credit or whatever the case was. I believe that's what it's saying. He stole a person's song. He didn't give the person credit. He didn't even show up to court, and therefore there was a default judgment of $250,000. Rock Nation did not help him with this. So there's a good chance that Rock Nation is not going to help him with the fucking case that he's involved in now. What up, Wavy D? And that was an entertainment issue. Thank you, Rugi Hauser. Smooth B says, victorious, glorious, knowledge is infinite. I live in the fortress. I'm so astronomical. Smooth B said, Smooth B said, Rock Nation said if he goes back to jail, they done with him. What up, Roach? Roach says, that's the song that got him his Rock Nation deal. Whoa. Also, might I add, the dude that sued him is in jail or some shit and just got jumped the other day, and they believe it was because Casanova sent the dudes. Just so we could be clear. The dude that sued him got jumped. They believe Casanova sent the dudes. I mean, but it's jail. Anything could happen. What up, matey? Love the sweater. Appreciate you. Shout out to Tommy Hilfiger. Also, shout out to Kengo with the hat. And shout out to Tommy Hilfiger with the tie. Just so we could just show people this is we not fucking around over here. We're not fucking around over here. So while some of you guys like to dress in wife beaters, I like to look good. Every once in a while, in the summer we wear t-shirts because it's too fucking hot. But I like to look good. What up, Super Chunky? I like to look good. If you like to get your news and updates from somebody that doesn't even care how they look, shout out to you. This was an actual entertainment case. Rock Nation didn't have no parts of it. You think Rock Nation is gonna get themselves involved in this shit that he's involved in? You think Rock Nation wants the feds to come open their books? MH says, I honestly think Cass gonna talk. I don't see him throwing away the life he made over this. Either way, his career might be done though. Don't Run was the song that got him signed to Rock Nation. Bajan boy. Don't Run was the song that got him signed to Rock Nation. So we got another person in here that don't know what they talking about. Hold on, let's pin that comment. We want to pin all idiots' comments. Let's pin this idiot's comment. So he says, Don't Run came out in 2016. He wasn't signed to Rock Nation. Why would they help him on a song he stole and didn't make money from? That's the song they signed him because of that song, homeboy. That's the song that got him signed. DSC said keep it GQ. A lot of YouTubers dress like they sleep in hallways. I don't got no comment on that shit. Rugiaza says it was only a matter of time for Cass. He was there the night Troy Ave Taxstone situation. Casanova allegedly is the person that invited Taxstone to the event that Troy Ave was going to be performing at. Casanova also was the individual that was with the gang that ran down on Tekashi 6ix9ine and Treyway when the shot was fired inside the Barclays. Oh, it's actually Chuck YB. Okay. Oh, he called me a dickhead. Can we get bags for Bajan boy? We get bags. We're going to take down his pin. We're going to remove that. Get bags for Bajan boy. All the bags. Go get another account. Let's get another comment to pin. They just said C Murder and Mac could get a new trial. Let's see what happened. Hopefully, there's less corruption than they were when those guys got their time. Can we get bags in the chat, please, for homeboy? He needs all of the bags. I'm gonna brush these hairs for a second, if you don't mind. I'm gonna brush all of these hairs, not some of these hairs, but all of these hairs. They're gonna all get brushed. Even the hairs in the back, even the hairs on the top. All of these hairs is gonna get brushed. I'm gonna brush them all. Even the hair on the eyebrows. Give me a second. We're gonna brush these eyebrow hairs too. Let's go. And just so we could be clear, the reason why Roc Nation wasn't in the lawsuit is because they sold out Casanova. Allegedly. It's not even an allegedly, but I'm going to throw that on there. Just fix this tie. Just make sure this tie is fixed over here. You got to fix these ties. Look, man, I get it. All right? People been lying. They've been lying about me for a long time. Some of y'all don't know what to believe. I get it. Some of y'all don't know what to believe. I get it. All right. But ain't nobody got the facts like I got over here. Nobody is putting this shit together like we putting it over here with the BBN. All right? Like I keep trying to tell y'all. You guys are the community. I'm just the avatar. Roc Nation was going to be in the lawsuit. And this is another reason why that the other guy had to get kicked. The other guy that don't know what he's talking about. Bajon. That probably was Anthony with a different account. Roc Nation sold them out. You could call it what you want to call it. That's probably why he didn't show up to court. That's probably why they didn't show up to court. He just took the default judgment. Roc Nation sold him out. Allegedly. And that might be why Roc Nation said, if you mess up, you a dub. You get in any more trouble. It's like, come on, man. We love you as an artist. Well, we can't keep going through this shit. That's probably what they said. Yo, we love you as an artist, homie, but we cannot keep going through this shit. Casanova 100. What up, Trap Jibs? Oh, Anthony Rivera says there was nothing to fight. Just pay off the Ghost Rider. Oh! Anthony Rivera, you want to know why you're not a journalist? Because you don't have, what do you call that? Connections. You want to know why you don't have connections? Because if you had connections right now, you would probably tell everybody who your connections is. So then said connections would not then give you more information about shit that's happening. And this is why, my good sir, you will not be as good at this as I am. Because I don't tell people where my information comes from. I just verify the information. No, Mr. Anthony Rivera. You're going to have to sit back, watch fucking the Jack Frost shows to get your information. Copy? By the way, cause somebody, how often am I wrong? How often am I right? Real quick, cause I'm curious, because I want to know how often am I right about this stuff? Anybody, how often am I right about this stuff? I just want to be, because Anthony Rivera is speaking like I'm wrong most of the time. How often am I wrong about this stuff? Hey, grown folks is talking, homie. How often am I wrong? I'm just curious. Because I don't know which Anthony Wavy D is answering. Oh, how often am I right? He's saying very often. Thank you. How often am I right about these things? I just want to know, how often am I right? Because Anthony Rivera is talking like I'm not right a good deal of the time. Bianca DeCosta says 99.9% of the time. Anthony Emons is mostly accurate. Your boy Jimmy Belcher tell Tina said hi, says a whole lot. Chopper says 100%. DSTN says you're right 98.9% of the time. You spot on. So what the fuck is this Anthony Rivera talking about? Can anybody explain to me what this Anthony Rivera is? Oh, Anthony Rivera is probably another YouTube content creator. Oh, I get it. Shout out to you. Fucking Freddie Azevedo said, man, like never. So shout out to you, Anthony Rivera. You're going to have to go into a chat room with people who do not know me in order to trick them into thinking that I don't know what I'm talking about. We put on whole productions over here. Hey, I'll be right back. I got something for y'all to check out. Give me 1 minute.
I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind. I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind.
I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team rib touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
Pardon me, I was looking at the wrong thing. I tell you what, Anthony Rivera, nah, kick him all the way out the door. We've had our fun with Anthony Rivera. Kick him all the way out the door. Cause somebody, I see, somebody just kick him all. I see red dots all over that dude. Kick him all the way out the door. He said he preferred watching other channels, so help him out. Help him not have to be here. Kick him all the way out the door. That's right. Stop clogging up the chat. Rugi Hauser says, preach Frost. That's what happened in my neighborhood, South Ward, Newark, New Jersey. Grape Street Crips made a video going at Chief Keef with over 100 people in the video. Now about 60 of those people is locked up right now. Yeah. Anthony Iman is out of here. Bags, homie. No. Anthony Iman is just somebody that's upset. That's it. If I said 1 + 1 is 2, he'd say I'm wrong. What the fuck? Those guys, do y'all understand how many bridges some of these YouTube content creators burn? Because people fuck with me. So when they be making these videos talking shit about me, niggas don't fuck with them. So some of them can't get the information I got. Some of them just can't because people don't like them. Because I'll say something that's factual and then they'll make a video saying that I'm wrong. And they'll be shitting on real people. Yeah, no, Anthony Iman is cool. Anthony Rivera is the dude that had to bounce. They'll be shitting on real people. What's up, Mark Hernandez? I'm trying to tell you. I do legitimate work over here. My shit is not fake. A lot of these dudes do not do legitimate work. A lot of these guys don't even want to talk to them. Anthony Iman is good. Leave Anthony Iman alone. He BBN. What up, Queen Shy? I haven't seen you. I mean, I seen you, but I didn't see you. I was busy, not paying attention. Yeah, these guys with all of these damn whataboutisms. I'm not arguing about whataboutisms no more. Whenever somebody come in here with a whataboutism, we gonna look at this screen and then we gonna keep it pushing. I'm not arguing. I'm not debating it. Nothing. We gonna look at that screen and then I'm gonna come back and we gonna keep it pushing. I'm not debating no whataboutisms. I don't got time for that. Anything I say, you can just keep saying, but what about this? What about... No, nigga, what about get out of here? What about bags? How about that? How about all of that? What about bags, homie? Casanova's in the RICO charge. That's a fact. I don't know. I'm assuming maybe he's trying to get a lawyer. Maybe he's trying. That's what he's doing. I don't know. Maybe Rock Nation didn't just dub him, but from his own words, he said that if he gets in trouble again, Rock Nation, he's a dub. Rock Nation is not fucking with him if he get in trouble again. He said that out of his own mouth. And in addition to that, just so we could be clear, there was a whole case right here. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm hitting everything other than the thing I want to hit. There's a whole case right here that is an actual litigation for a actual entertainment problem. Rock Nation is entertainment lawyers. They did not help him in this particular case because if they would have tried to help him, they would have been on the hook, and they didn't want to be on the hook for this bullshit. So they didn't help him. So they didn't help him. So if they're not going to help him, they're entertainment lawyers. They didn't help him with an actual entertainment case. What makes you think they got to help him with this RICO shit? I'm not saying that they not. I'm just saying, what makes you think they got to help him with this RICO shit if they didn't help him with an actual fucking entertainment case? M&H, I was going to ignore that whole comment. Apple seed bags. Those are sacks and bags. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it there because it can only go worse from here. Imagine what I'm gonna have for y'all tonight. Imagine what I'm gonna have for y'all tonight. Y'all forget, industry people talk to me. Shout out to them. Much respect. We had 200 likes. Appreciate everybody that hit that like. We had 200 likes. Salute. Salute to everybody that hit that like. Once again, what up, Deontay Watts? He's back, Lord. He finally back. Let me explain something. One more time. They might help him. I'm not saying that they won't. But what I'm saying is, this was an actual litigation for an actual matter that involved entertainment. Dwight Chromia, Coswell Sr., 2 Times Entertainment, Matthew Norris Jacobs, New York Bangers LLC. This is an actual entertainment problem. They freaking sold him out so they wouldn't have to be involved in the shit. They sold him out. And I'm not saying it was wrong or right. I'm just telling you what happened. So you think they're going to avoid getting involved with entertainment lawyers are going to avoid getting involved with actual entertainment stuff. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to help them with a RICO. Tell me where I'm wrong. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. What up, King Luke? Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Anybody could say you're wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. We gotta go. Today's Wednesday. we gotta go. Got stuff that I gotta look into. Expect a video or two during the day today revolving around this particular topic. But we gotta go because I have things that I have to do in order to be able to do this job better. So there's things that I have to get to. So as much as I would love to stay in here with y'all longer, because you dudes is dope as shit. You MFers got us up to 20 something, got us up to 200 likes today. I need y'all to all pull up tonight, and I need y'all to tell y'all people to pull up tonight, and we're gonna shoot them likes to 300 tonight. That's what we're gonna do. Also, tonight, some people pulling up to the saloon, I'm assuming. This is good content. I'm telling y'all shit that ain't nobody else telling y'all. I'm putting shit together. Shout out to all the other YouTube content creators that's cover these topics. I am not in competition with you. Don't forget BBN overseas, copy. And it's BBN abroad, I thought. Is it BBN abroad or overseas? I forgot which one we agreed. Overseas. I'm not shooting at no YouTube content creators. I want to be clear on this. But what I'm saying is this. I have proven without a shadow of a doubt that I come with facts. If all the other people could do is say don't like him for his personality, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be here giving you facts. Right? Because I don't want to stand around and act like I'm a super tough guy. Because whatever the fucking case. So pull up tonight. Shout out to John with the $10 drop. Just sent it. He said, for good job, Frost. Appreciate you. Overseas, copy. Thank you. I'm going to remember overseas. Also, for everybody that don't know, this is the saloon. I'm not going to call your saloon drop right now, John, for the simple fact that I do got to go. I'm running late. This is the saloon, as you can see. Cash App. I love y'all. Please go out there and be productive today. We gonna win. Alright? I'm not gonna win. We gonna win. We gonna win together. Because teamwork makes the dream work. With that being said, let's call out these drops real quick. I'm gonna let y'all go. Did I call out the Rue Jones drop? Yeah, I did. I called out the Rue Jones drop. I called it. And once again, just because you ain't been here for a minute, that don't mean you can't come back. I'm not on that type of time. Oh man, you ain't been to the channel in 3 months. Bags. I'm not on that type of time. Anyway, let's call out these drops real quick. Let's call out the Cash App drops first. Shout out to Rue Jones with the $10 drop. Shout out to John with the $10 drop. Shout out to James S. with the $5 drop. Shout out to Dave Brown with the $5 drop. Shout out to Xavier Jenkins with the $5 drop. Shout out to Bianca DaCosta with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to Big Shad with the $2 drop. Shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. Shout out to Young Soul with the $4.99 drop. And shout out to OGK Network with the $2 drop. Did I miss one? It must not have went through. Somebody must have did a drop and then it didn't go through, because I could have swore somebody had a yellow drop today. Let me see something real quick. I just want to see something. That is odd. Guess it didn't go through for them. Alright, shout out to that. Also, shout out to Young Earl reeing up on his bag swinger. Not for nothing, but it helps me see your names when you're in either green or blue. It helps me see your names. It helps me recognize you more and easier. So if you want, you could just become a $2 BBN member. I put $2 BBN as it's $2 a month. I put it like that on purpose so every single person could be a member. So if this is a channel that you fuck with, go get your $2 member BBN. You You could be a BBN member for $2 a month. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.